Okay, so let's now continue with question 11, where we have a loan of $5,000 earns a simple interest at 8% per annum. How much is a simple interest after 3 years? So this question requires you to remember the simple interest formula, which is simple interest is equal to the principal times the rate times time, all divided by 100. The principal is how much we actually have in the question says it's going to be invested, which is 5,000. The rate is always the percentage that you're given, which is 8%. And the time, this is important. Time is always in years, so that's 3. So using this information, what we have is 5,000 times 8 times 3 divided by 100. So let's take these two zeros out. 8 times 3 is 24, so we have 24 times 50. So 0, 2 knots to knots, 2 5s 10s, 4 knots to knots, 4 5s 20. And this here is giving me 1,200. So therefore, after this 3-year time span, $1,200, so we would just highlight here the answer B. Moving on to question 12 now. What we're told is we have a trader bought 50 pens for $100 and sold each for $3. What is the profit percentage after selling 50 pens? So the cost price is $100. And from that there, we're told that he's selling each for $3. So, and how much he actually has to sell is 50. So what we're actually trying to understand is what the selling price is. So we're going to have 3 times 50. So the $3 times 50 is $150. That's how much money he's actually going to earn through having this sale done. Now to know the profit, we're going to actually subtract the selling price from the cost price. So SP minus CP, we'd have 150 minus 100, which is equal to 50. So he's going to earn $50. So what is the profit percentage now? What we're going to do is percentage profit is equal to 50, which is the profit, over the cost price, which is 100, times 100. So these two, leaving me with 50%. So this answer here would be D. Okay, so just recognizing that to answer most multiple choice questions, it requires you to just really understand what it is you're looking for. And of course, sometimes you can actually see the answers if you actually understand what it is you're reading. That's something I will be teaching you in later videos when you look at multiple choice questions, using your basic understanding to actually arrive a little bit more quickly at a question. So number 13, a jacket was originally priced at $120. It was first discounted by 25%, then an additional 10% discount is applied to the new discount. What is the final price of the jacket after both discounts? So when you think about this here, the person actually had an original price, then a sale comes up and they had a discount there. Maybe they want to do a clearance sale, so that then apply another 10%. Now, generally speaking, in most real life situations, you would just know what the percent discount is. But maybe sometimes you actually go to, well, this happens a lot in Guyana. You would see something on sale with a discount price. And he's like, hey, this is the best offer you can actually offer me. And the person can actually apply a little bit more of a discount. So let's just try and understand what's happening here. Let's say, all right, so the original price is $120. And the first discount is 25%, sorry. So the first discount is 25%. So to know what the price is after this first discount, we do 25 over 100 times 120. So 25 ones 25, 25 fours 100, 4 ones 4, 4, 3, 12. So that's 30. So $30 is going to come off after the first discount. Therefore, we'd have 120 minus 30, which is 90. So this first discount, you'd have it at $90. So let's do the second discount now. I'm just using shorthand. So the second discount, we're told it's going to be 10%. So remember, this 10% here is linked to the 90 because this is the new price after the first discount. So we do 10 over 100 times 90. So this cancels here, here cancels here. 9 times 1 is 9. So it's going to be a $9 discount. So coming across here, 90 subtracting 9 leaves us with $81, which here is B. Moving on, John decides to buy a motorcycle on a hire purchase agreement. The cash price of the motorcycle is $6,000. He is required to pay a deposit of 20% of the cash price and then 24 monthly installments of $250. What is the total amount he will pay under the hire purchase agreement? So now this question has what we want to say several moving parts. So what exactly does that mean? Now with hire purchase, you have to pay an amount that is considered a deposit. In this case, we're told that it's 20% of what the cash price is. And then we'll have to consider his monthly installments. So the cash price, which we're going to put as CP, is $6,000. And with deposit that he's going to pay is going to be 20, because it's 20%, over 100 times 6,000. So we cancel here, 2 knots, 2 knots, 2, 6, 12. So what we are able to understand from this right here is that he actually has to pay them $1,200 to say now that he will have this motorcycle in his possession. So then we're told that he has to pay $250 for 24 months. So this is the installment aspect now. And what we're told, it's $250 and the time span is 24 months. So 0, 2 knots, 2 5s 10, 2 2s 4, and 1 is 5, 4 knots, 4 5s 20, 4 2s 8, and 2 is 10. So here we have $6,000. Therefore, when we're considering now how much he will have to pay under the hire purchase agreement, so it will be the deposit plus the installment, which is $1,200 plus $6,000, which is equal to $7,200. So something for you to always consider when you see a hire purchase question is that the value or the answer needs to be above what the sales price or the cost price is. So by method of elimination, the 6,000 and the 4,800 automatically gets ruled out. And then moving on to the last question for this video here, we're looking at a Venn diagram. I know many persons are not really comfortable with Venn diagrams, so you can actually look forward to a video where I break this down. But also remember that Venn diagrams are not heavily a part of CXC. So I'll just go through it and I'll give you a lot of questions to practice with to understand it. So looking at what we have here, we have the universal set and we have two sets, A and B. And what we're understanding is in the diagram above, what does the shaded region represent? So shaded region represents everything that is not A. So if you look at what you actually have as your answers, you're seeing unions and intersections. So unions are with this symbol, intersections are with this symbol. Unions, think of it like a marriage together. Intersections means things that they share. So when you look at all of these answers here, the only thing that says not a part of would be here, the A complement. So the answer here is A. So this will bring us at the end of this video. Look forward for the next one.